Yes, they won the race yesterday, but as you can see from the door numbers here, it's a white door number for Sebastian Loeb and Alvaro Parent because they're in the Pro Cup. It's a black door number for Niki Meermanov and René Rast because they're in the Pro-Am Cup. So the main race of this season has begun, obviously under underwhelming circumstances. There's going to be another lap behind the safety car, at least. So it gives us time to get to know the grid a little bit before they head off.
One of the things I noticed this morning during the warm-up is that Nogaro,
Sebastian Loeb's first ever safety car start, I would have thought. He certainly had some races in French GT last year. Whether he actually led a safety car restart, we'll have to wait. We've got racing proper. Sebastian Loeb leads the main race here at Nogaro across the line. Niki Meermanov is coming with him. The BMWs are already fanning out, and in fact that's an attack on Karun Chandok going into the first corner, and it looks like already Kaka Bueno has made it past Karun Chandok. As they come through, yes, Bueno ahead of Chandok, who's now coming under pressure from Zonta, and Andreas Zuber is right with him, but Sebastian Loeb it is who's in the lead of the race and is starting to just pull away a little bit. Look at the conditions down there at turn 4. Chandok really struggling to find the grip.
yeah, I mean, just in turn 4, it tightens up at the exit of the corner. Again, trying to go around on the outside, the BMW, the Mercedes on the inside, getting traction off turn 5, always going to be a problem, more so in these conditions. But Sebastian Loeb has got the clear bit of racetrack. He's decided he likes the bit of racetrack that's the centre, then moves back again. Needs to be careful not to be seen to be moving around. You're allowed to make one move from left to right, right to left, but beyond that, then you've got to hold station.
Good battling here between Andreas Zuber and Matej Stump. Stump actually got past going into turn 5, but Zuber's managed to get the advantage back again, all in the squabble lower down the field. As they come through the left-hander now and out towards the old pit lane here, there is Andreas Zuber in the number 10, Sebastian Loeb Racing McLaren. And you can see the wall of spray that everyone's driving into as they now try and pass Karun Chandok, who's really struggling for grip in these early stages. On board we go with Kaka Bueno, down towards 13 and 14. Bueno then is in 6th position. That's Carlos Vieira up in front of him in the Nova Driver Audi.
Well, I think the BMW, talking to Kadir on the grid, Adam Kadir, he said we've got a good car in these conditions, and we're looking at Kaka Bueno to try and make that move stick as he comes through turn 1. And again, look, the driver's just almost a white-eyed as they go into turn 2.
So Niki Meermanov has only a 0.6 of a second deficit to Sebastian Loeb up at the front. It's pretty close between the two of them. Those two have disappeared from Maximilian Buch, who was my, perhaps, shout for this race. But obviously the Mercedes in the hands of both Buch and Karun Chandok is struggling a little bit to get the pace. As we go on board with Bueno then, trying to find a way past the Nova Driver car. The BMW looking strong, as you say. Yeah,
looking to go around the outside of the corner, something that drivers will do on these circuits when these conditions, but he couldn't make it stick, so he's dropped back a little bit as we make the run down out of 6 into turn 7. Hopes to have a look down the inside, but too far back. Got the sister car behind him, Ricardo Zonta, and then we see Andreas Zuber in the second of the Sebastian Loeb Racing McLarens.
And he has got past Karun Chandok. There is number 11, Stefan Ortelli, slicing his way past the 32 machine started by Wolfgang Reip. And we go on board now with Ortelli. In front of him is the Grasser Racing Lamborghini started by Dominic Baumann. As he comes through the left-hander, pretty very smooth on the throttle from Ortelli. Changing a few little dials down there, and a bit of a slide coming out for Anthony Kumpen and also for the Audi behind the Nova Driver Audi. So this is going to be an interesting race, this one, I think, but the two leaders have scampered off down the road. Here they are, Sebastian Loeb and Niki Meermanov have pulled clear of the 3rd place car of Maximilian Buch, and then the battles behind are a little bit closer. Here comes Karun Chandok under pressure now from Matej Stump coming into turn 1. That's the battle over 9th position. No way through.
Keep an eye on Kaka Bueno because he was trying to get past the Audi just ahead, and that was into turn 1 and 2 as we go back to the lead through turn 5. And Niki Meermanov may have, well, it's showing 3/4 of a second. It looked slightly less than that as they go through turn 5. And Niki Meermanov may well try as the BMW does get alongside the Audi in turn 5. Side swipes it.
Oh, that was so close. I don't know how Carlos Vieira held on to that one. I'm not sure if there was contact, I think.
There slight contact, but in these conditions it only needs that slight contact just to push the car sideways. Great job in recovering it, but more so in maintaining his position.
And also Ricardo Zonta is coming under pressure. Here comes Andres Zuber up the inside. He's not close enough into the turn 7 hairpin as he darts out of the spray to have a little look, but Carlos Vieira, I don't know how he managed to hold on to that in these wet and slippery conditions. And behind, Karun Chandok is still holding on to that 9th place. Sebastian Loeb has just set the fastest first sector of anyone, but Nicky Mehrmanov responds with the fastest middle sector of anyone. Impressive driving this from Mehrmanov, you have to say.
I think he got a tough lesson. Does it dives the 4 dives on the inside of Karun Chandok.
Goes through the puddle test on his way past. Chandok finds more grip around the outside, a little bit of rubbing, and Stumpf is through. Chandok's going to lose out now as well to the car behind of Sergei Afanasiev, who comes through as well. So Chandok drops down to 11th place.
Yeah, he got sort of slightly pushed wide going on the edge of the turn 12. That opened up the door for the second of the Mercedes to run through. But the battle here is Checo Bueno and Carlos Vieira. Those two are the battle over for 4th or 5th place, 5th and 6th.
There's the BMW Team Brazil machine, and it looks like they're in a battle with Edward Sandstrom. Here's a look at the replay then. So it's the 14 Nova driver car.
Oh, we gave him a little gentle rub. Nothing, maybe just something that would have been barely, you'd have seen it in the paintwork, but enough in these conditions just to swing the Audi's tail out.